Hey there, welcome to my YouTube page. I shot a video this morning about my breakthrough and how I've really discovered, as I've thought in the past, that I was a food addict and a sugar addict, that it was really my inside misery that I couldn't identify. And as I've increased my self-value and self-worth and lots of things, I start to be able to get even more honest with myself, and it's not until you get honest with yourself that you can be honest with anyone else. And so I was holding back on some of my creative endeavors that I've been on and off with for the last few years, and I was just talking to my husband about it, and it was like I was lying to everybody because I had felt that I had exhausted everyone, which to some degree I had, with talking about my big ideas and that I wanted to pursue. And the learning curve, there's a lot that goes into. I'm not a producer of this training system I was trying to create. I'm the creative. So finally, after a year of trying to create my own training manual and going absolutely bananas because it was 20 pages thick for an hour-long process, I realized I had to hire somebody to do that. And as we watched the Shark Tank and The Profit and all these shows, there was one on inventions, and these guys, it happened over and over again, two guys, one's an accountant and one's a whatever, and they've been in their garage for 7 years, and their house is mortgaged and they're down to their last penny or remortgaged, and these people come in and help them, and they're like, you need an engineer to develop your prototype. And these guys have been struggling, and I went through the same struggles. I didn't realize I was trying to do it all myself. And so when I got honest with my husband, he was like, I support you, just do it. And then it dawned on me, and it wasn't to be rude to him, it was to give him more perspective. I said, honey, you've been talking about getting back to the gym for 5 years. Many of us have been talking about joining yoga or doing whatever. So just do it. I support you. And success, there's strategies for everything. There's strategies for weight loss. There's strategies to pursue anything. But it's the psychology, as Tony Robbins puts so well, that holds us back. And I've been well aware of that. So I've been working through the psychology of it and some of the learning processes. But, really, me pretending was making me so miserable on the inside that, thank God, we escaped to food and drinking and gossiping and shopping and productivity. And, I kept trying to pretend like I didn't, like it wasn't important to me. And that was such a lie. And now it's just so great that I'm talking about it, but I'm actually taking action. And again, one of the biggest reasons why I'm able to take action now is because of another fabulous guy, from my perspective, Kyle Cease, who just drilled it in my head not to be attached to the results. And I've read them all. I've listened to them all, from the old Wayne Dyer to Brene Brown. I mean, you name it. I've read it. I've listened to it. And I don't know, Kyle and Tony are my favorites that have really influenced me. And this not being attached to the results. And really, I think we can tell people don't be attached to the results, but until you hit that bottom and feel that pain and until you're just fed up and you just can't deny it anymore, which is surrendering. Every time I go to the next level, I just can't take it anymore. I don't care. I don't care if it makes money. I don't care if it doesn't make money. I don't care if people don't like me. I don't care if I lose my job, I don't care, because what I've come to care about most is my happiness. And again, happiness doesn't just come because we're looking for happiness and trying to stay positive and quotes on our walls. Happiness comes from being honest about who you are and what you want and what you think, and having boundaries and self-value. And when you can let go of the ick and let go of your pain and let go of your frustration and let go of your lies, happiness and fulfillment and joy just show up. So from my perspective, myself and many of us are doing it backwards. There isn't a quote on the wall that can bring you joy if you're holding back on who you are and what you want and how you feel and what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And so I'm in a pretty freaking good spot. So I'm sharing it because I gotta be me. That's it. Thanks.